almost forgot the whiskey. I'm Daniel Whittington, Chancellor of Wizard Academy and Whiskey Marketing School and a Level 4 Whiskey Sommelier. This is interesting. Periodically, recently, I've been stumbling onto older age statement whiskeys from craft distilleries that I didn't know existed. This happened 3 times in the last month, where there's a bourbon that's like 12 from somebody, and I'm like, how the heck have these guys released a 12-year-old bourbon? It must be sourced. And I look at it, and they made it, and I'm like, where have I been? That, like, good Lord. This is one of them. This is a gift from Kern Ormond, who's one of our whiskey somms, and he donated a 20-year-old malt, American single malt, Massachusetts. 20 years from a distillery that's also a winery, but I've never heard of in my entire life. And I tried to look up their information, and they do not make it easy. But they are this is the Nashoba spirits from the Nashoba winery. And they're like in the middle of Massachusetts. Ooh, yes, synthetic cork. 20-year-old malt. And they said they aged this in their wine cellars. So it's not going to be over tannic, I'll bet. I don't even know what to do with this. They have a baby still size. So I went on the website looking at the spirits thing, and it feels a little bit like they're doing like a full technical write-up to help tell investors what they're doing to give them confidence in investing in distillery. But there's like a 40-page, not really, but there's like a 40-page description of how column stills work in a text box this big you have to scroll through with a picture of column still production. And they have a picture of a still. I don't even know if it's theirs. It's a Vendome still, but it's a hybrid still. So it's got a pot with a bunch of windows in it, and then a super fat column with maybe, I don't know, I didn't see how many plates. It looked like probably no more than 4 or 5, and maybe less. But the column section of that pot hybrid was so fat that it almost looked like an Armagnac still. And so I have no idea how they're producing this. And I'm putting off smelling it because I wish I had asked Kern what was in this. Whoa. I don't know how I am getting such a youthful, tangy fruit note off a 20-year-old whiskey. The tannins are not at all taking over. The oak is not taking over. I wonder if this isn't a used wine cask, because there is a sort of grapey note to the nose that almost reminds me of certain kinds of wines. It smells weirdly, I think the way that the wood is presenting, it smells weirdly oil, like wood oil. Remember we've described before that Pier 1 sort of like wooden, perfumey, instant stick, wicker. That's all in there, but there's also cinnamon and apricot peach pear direction. Wow, it's really soft. What is this proofed to? 46. I mean, I guess you got to get your volume. It's a little disappointing. Never in a million years, if you poured this for me blind, would I guess it was 20. Never. Right now, even, I'm having a hard time finding it as a 20-year-old. It's sort of a little flat. I don't know if that's the watering down of it, but the flavors have sort of flattened out or been sanded down, so everything is kind of soft and shiny. It's nice, but it's not game-changing. Which is, man, what a thing to say about a 20-year-old malt and a craft distillery at that. I mean, God, to get to a 20-year-old barrel, the patience, that is nuts. You could have had a kid, they could have graduated high school and started college and gotten their associate's degree all before you released this bottle. That's nuts. There is a wine casky, almost brandy note to this. It's very odd. And it just drinks like soft, dark brown sugar, honey cream, fruit, drizzled honey fruit. I'm going to add a little water, and I hesitate because I feel like that's going to just wipe it out. This is very drinkable, but what's weird is it definitely tastes like grain base, but it's got more in common with the old Armagnacs and brandies that I've tried than it does with the old whiskeys that I've tried. On the nose, that pushed forward all the honey and the fruit. Oh, yeah. Wiped it out on the palate. It tastes like nothing now. Just sweetness. Just light sweetness. Damn. If you really swish it around, you can get that sort of astringency that's probably from that time in oak. But these guys are hard to find stuff out about. And I have a sneaking suspicion. I have absolutely nothing to base this on. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is not their priority. That their winery and their tourist destination location and all the other spirits they're producing are their priority. And this is an we also do. And it's done fine. But it's not their focus. This to me tastes like a whiskey made by people with brandy palates. But still interesting. And 20 years. Congratulations, guys. Good on you. And Kern, thank you for the whiskey. Cheers to you. I'm really glad you're here. If you've been watching this channel, then you would now realize that we are over 10 years old, crawling on 11, and if you haven't liked and subscribed by now, what are you doing?